now we move on to the next paper. It is by Dr. Arya Ashutosh Joshi on Manasa Puja, worship through the mind. Arya ji, you can start your presentation.
Namo Namaha. I am Dr. Arya Joshi, researcher from Jnana Prabodhini Institute, Pune. My subject is Manasa Puja, worship through the mind. Next, please. Every individual has a natural urge for light, bliss, freedom, knowledge, immortality, etc. This urge motivates him towards the way of self-liberation from the materialistic world. For this particular achievement, he needs to surrender himself to the supreme power or the ultimate reality of the universe. This act shows him the path to reach his goal, which is called Upasana. In Hindu religion and culture, Upasana or Bhakti have importance in everyone's life. To love God intensely is called Bhakti. This is a state of mind. How does this love towards the divine manifest itself? The scripture of Srimad Bhagavatam explains the 9 ways, Navavidha Bhakti, in which we can lovingly connect with God. They are as follows. Shravanam Kirtanam Vishnuhu, Smaranam Pada Sevanam, Archanam Vandanam Dasyam, Sakhyam Atmanivedanam. These are the 9 ways in which one can relate to God. We are free to select the particular connection with God which suits the temperament of nature of our mind. In Atmanivedana Bhakti, one should offer everything to God, including his body, mind, and soul. One should not have any personal or independent existence. One should leave all your karma, dharma, and offer yourself to God. In the Shandilya Bhakti Sutra, Bhakti means that which is affection and love for God. One of the methods to express our bhakti or devotion towards God is called puja or worship. Puja is used to denote a ritual of worship of an idol of a deity which is considered as possessing special power or being sacred. In India, devotees perform different kind of pujas like sun worship, worship of Lord Ganesha, Shiva, Vishnu, Devi, etc. A puja of a simple kind may consist of an offering such as traditional items like haldi, kumkum, sandalwood paste, flowers, incense, etc. An elaborate standardized type of puja is called Shodashopachara Puja. In this particular puja, the deity is worshipped with the following sequence of upacharas accompanied by the recitation of mantras. For this kind of puja, one is supposed to use different kind of utensils, a variety of leaves, flowers, haldi, kumkum, etc. Puja Marga Pradipa, Vratakhand of Chaturvarga Chintamani, Nirnay Sindhu, Dharma Sindhu explain different kind of pujas for various god and goddesses. In Srimad Bhagavad Gita, Sri Krishna mentioned, always think of me, be devoted to me, worship me and offer me. Having dedicated your mind and body to me, you will certainly come to me. There is no need for any materialistic offering, but a God needs complete devotion of his humble devotee. Patanjala Yoga Sutra added that the practice of being with God is important for attaining salvation. In Srimad Bhagavad Gita, Sri Krishna added, whoever offers to me with true devotion a leaf, a flower, a fruit, or water, which can be easily obtained, I accept it. God is always eager for his devotee. God knows everything and he is waiting only for his devotee and his complete devotion towards God. The mind is one of the most important agents in Upasana. Mind is related to the intellect and intellect controls the mind. Now about the Manasa Puja. Manasa Puja is a unique way to attain the first step of salvation. It is considered auspicious as well. It is difficult to find the very first evidence of Manasa Puja, but Srimad Bhagavad Gita explained the importance of mindful worshipping. Manas Puja is one of the eminent upasana from the Hindu religion. Upasana means strict discipline for the mind by which the mind can learn to decide which auspicious things to be done to unite with God. And it is the most auspicious decision also. Manas Puja means to worship through the mind is the unique and spiritual kind of Upasana. Upasana is a process of being most powerful in every sense. Manasa Puja neither needs any object or demands any material, place, an idol of God, etc. It needs only the pure mind of the devotee. This way of worshipping God is treated as a part of meditation. A core theme in traditional meditation practice is a shift in the experience of self. Transformation of self is the focus of much of the humanistic psychological approaches to meditation, and many psychologists also mention this particular point. When attachment to the meeting of the self is suspended or decreased, one's relationship with the other may grow or deepen. Every way of worship ultimately leads to the knowledge of Supreme Brahman, though it is started for achieving worldly objects. Every individual is not necessarily strong by birth. He needs to cultivate and maintain his study, training for his own mind. When a devotee will try to go beyond the typical method of worshipping God, he will get the opportunity to go beyond worldly things. Manasa Puja offers this particular opportunity to any devotee who wants to train himself, his mind, for complete attention towards the ultimate reality. All kind of upasanas do not fulfill without intensive devotion to God, because all impurities of mind vanish by intensive love towards God only. While offering puja with different kind of materials, the attention of the devotee is supposed to stick with the items only. Many times it is possible that any offering may be misplaced, or the devotee was not able to get the necessary item or ingredients for puja. Possibly it will create hesitation in one's mind. It may also happen that the devotee is offering something to God and chanting mantra along with. In this case, he may be busy with his actions, but his mind is not focused or connected with his own actions and the God as well. But in Manasa Puja, every devotee get rid of these kinds of obstacles. Adi Shankaracharya described Manasa Puja is in one of his hymns. This well-versed hymn, he is a very good example that describes the importance of Manasa Puja. Acharya said that if the togetherness or oneness between the God and the devotee may occur in my mind, how come I am able to perform the puja? Brahman is spread all over the universe, so there is no place remaining where I will invite him for puja. He is always pure. How I will offer him achamana and how I will offer him bath means snana. He is the witness and the creator of all the universe. How come I offer him the light or essence stick? He is Ananta. Then how do I perform pradakshina for him? His Swarupa is complete and he knows everything of the universe. Then how should one offer him all the puja? Another interesting note I would like to mention, as being a researcher from Maharashtra, Varkari Sampradaya established the importance of bhakti. Sant Tukaram emphasized on Manasa Puja, and he had written different abhangas which reflects the description of Manasa Puja. Here I am mentioning the one from them. Sant Tukaram said, I am giving this seed to God. This seed is nothing but my heart. I enshrine the Lord on the same. I am offering him the water of my love and affection. My humble feelings are nothing but sandalwood paste. I am offering the jasmine flower of my mind. My satvika bhava is nothing but the basil leaf. I am ending my wrath and offering a lamp of nourish to the Lord. I am offering the best quality of food to Lord Krishna. Very humbly, I am offering my 5 pranas to God, and now nothing left behind me. Though this subject is very wide and we have little bit time in hand, I just need to reach to my conclusion. With the consideration of all the above mentioned references, Manasa Puja is another method of attaining salvation. It is not a direct path, but a beginning. A devotee should try to come out of the mindset regarding traditional methods of worshipping God. If he is aspiring and want to make one step ahead about his own spiritual journey, he should try to perform Manasa Puja. Concentration is the very first step of meditation. Manasa Puja is helpful to achieve concentration with mind and intellect. This kind of puja will lead towards peace and satisfaction and will help to enhance the spiritual quality of life of the devotee. Love for the ultimate reality is universal. Hindu tradition and customs offer another way to express devotion with spiritual knowledge through the conduct of Manasa Puja. The speciality of Manasa Puja is here, Puja means God, Pujaka means devotee, and Puja means the act of worship become one, and this oneness makes Manasa Puja different and unique from other materialistic worshipping methods. The God, devotee, and worship itself blend on a spiritual level, so this type of puja is considered very auspicious and highly recommended by saints. In the Gita Rahasya, Bal Gangadhar Tilak said, there cannot be upasana unless the deity stands before the mind, and for the vision of the deity before the mind, the quality should be associated with the deity. Therefore, the Paramatman is invisible to the external eyes, but it should be experienced by the mental eyes. According to the Hindu Dharma Shastra, moksha or salvation is the highest achievements, and the regular practice of Manasa Puja will show the path to devotee towards moksha. Dhanyavad.
Thank you, Dr. Arya Joshi ji. Thank you for that wonderful presentation on Manasa Puja. You gave examples of the Varkari Sampradaya in connection with Manasa Puja from a person from the south. I should also add an input that there was among the Shaiva Nayanmars, 63 among the 63 Nayanmars, we have one Nayanmar called Pusalar Nayanar. He lived in the 8th century. He was a historical personality. He lived in the 8th century. He had that there is an interesting story where we see that a Pallava king is trying to build a huge temple, and then this Pusalar Nayanar is building a temple in his own mind. So finally the god consents to come to the temple that is built in the mind of Pusalar Nayanar, and later only he gives his consent to come to or being present in the huge temple, Kailashanatha temple, built by the Pallava king. So that, and later to commemorate such Manasa Puja, a temple near Chennai has been built, which is called as Hridaya Alaya Ishwara, Hridayala Ishwara. So that is also there. So Manasa Puja is a Hindu phenomenon which is known in every parts of the country. So it's a wonderful idea that you have brought out through the paper. Thank you very much,
Yes.
Arya.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you.